All right, what's good, y'all? I just wanted to be raw with y'all. I wanted to be open with y'all. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Brandon Wilson. I'm 26 years old, and I am a SDR manager, managing a whole team of SDRs, at least 10. Right? I wanted to open up and talk about my experience, talk about the responsibilities, talk about the wins, talk about the hardships, and the real reality of being a manager at a cutthroat company, at a cutthroat environment, of being led by a leader that does not fucking care about any excuses, that's always pushing for more, right? It's a blessing to be at this opportunity. It's a blessing to be at this stage, right? I put so much work into myself, so much personal development where I'm like, if anyone can do it, it's fucking me, right? But there is a lot of responsibility that most people do not consider, do not really understand when they want the high-paying job, right? When they want the title, the manager, the partner, the CEO, the CFO, the CRO, whatever it is, right? We all grew up wanting to be, that high-paying dude or to be successful. But you have to understand the responsibility that comes when you want to be successful, right? Most people don't understand the true picture, don't understand the behind the scenes. They only see the glitz, the glamour, the high-paying opportunities, but they don't see what's needed. The mental fortitude to keep pushing, right? The resiliency to not stop, even if your team doesn't perform. What are you gonna do? Because when you're a manager, when you're managing people underneath you and they don't perform, it's not on them, it's on you. You are the man, you are the person behind the operation. You are the man that they look up to. They when they need help, they come to you, right? What are you gonna do when they don't perform? Of course, everyone wants the glitz and the glamour when they do perform. But it's so much work. And I love being in this position. I love all the hard work and the mental fortitude, the resiliency that comes with this, because this is helping me build and mold myself into that man that I desire to be, right? I just started as an SDR, a sales development representative, 10 months ago. Just cold calling with no prior experience, but a willingness and a hunger to fucking win. A willingness and a hunger to showcase I'm an asset to this company. And through hard work, through persistence, through not fucking making excuses, I have built myself and had the opportunity to be now a sales manager of managing 10 people underneath me. I put so much work as far as personal development, my communication skills, doing and fulfilling the things that I told myself I'm gonna do. Being able to lead myself, that now allows me to lead others, right? I'm not the biggest guy. I'm not the tallest guy whatsoever. How do these women want to fucking be led by me? Because I'm so resilient, because I push myself, because they see the work ethic, right? I allow some of them to follow me on social media. Not a lot of them, but I allow them to follow me on social media to showcase why I am a leader. Because when I'm not putting work in here, 12-hour days, I'm fucking putting work into myself. I'm showing up to the gym every single day. I've worked out for 400 days plus. When I'm not working out, I'm running. I'm doing another form of working out, cardio. When I'm not doing that, I'm probably at a Toastmasters club working on my communication skills because I had a speech impediment and wasn't able to open up, use the right verbiage, express myself. When I'm not doing that, I'm making content for you guys to showcase my journey, my whole fucking journey, from when I hated who I saw in the mirror, when I was overweight, when I didn't love, when I was lost as a person, when I didn't have the self-assurance, to now, where I love that individual staring back at me because I'm forcing myself to do hard shit. It comes with personal development. It comes with fucking not taking no as an answer. It comes when you tell yourself, no one is coming to fucking save me except myself. Superheroes don't exist in the real world. What are you going to do to better your life? That's what's needed for you to become a fucking leader. And that's why I hold myself with this fucking reassurance, this conviction, because I know the work I've been able to put into myself. So when I get put in opportunities like this to be an SDR manager, I'm fucking ready. I'm fucking ready. I know I deserve this. I know I can lead one of the most successful teams in the country. I know I can be under a leader and still find a way to still fucking lead, and lead by example. Show up earlier than everyone. Leave later than everyone. It's a Saturday, 3 o'clock on a beautiful day, and what am I doing? I'm making content. I'm in here. I'm hustling, right? No one else is here. I'm here alone. I fall in love with the process. I fall in love with the work. I fall in love with who I'm becoming, right? Everything that I've put myself through has built me into the man that I am today. It's not been an easy journey. Sometimes I question myself. Sometimes I'm like, why the fuck is it taking so long? Sometimes I'm like, what is all this work worth it? Right? But then when I get opportunities brought to me, when I start to see little wins, I'm like, you know what? That work is paying off. That work is starting to pay off. Success is a delayed gratification. Success is delayed gratification. You don't win when you first start. You don't win when you start to put in work. You win after consistent perseverance. You win after you put the work in for months, for weeks, for years. That's when you see the fruits of your labor. I'll give you guys this analogy. Winning is like a tree or planting a tree. When you first plant a tree, it's seeds. You water it, you make sure it's in the sun, all the photosynthesis that occurs, right? But you don't see the fruits of your labor initially. It's still underneath the ground. The roots haven't even sprouted, right? But if you're consistent with watering, if you're consistent with the soil, if you're consistent making sure it gets all the sun, over a long enough period of time, it sprouts from the ground. And after 6 months of labor, you start to see the fruits of your labor. After 6 months of hard work, you start to see the fruits of your labor. And success is just like planting a tree. You must show up consistently, even without seeing the results, and still believe in the end goal. Still believe in all the hard work that you're putting in is going to work out in your favor, right? When you show up 6 months, the tree starts to slowly sprout. Then you add a little bit more water. Then you start to put in a little bit more work, right? Because when you start to see success, more is required of you. That's what I'm getting into this video. When I became a manager, more is required of me. All I do is work. All I do is work. But I fall in love with the game of work. I treat my life like a video game because that's what life is, right? And it starts becoming fun once you look at it from that perspective, from that lens, because you upgrade your character in every level. You get better, you invest into the clothes, you invest into the network, all these certain things, and then your life starts to get better. Why can't you do that in real life? Just a couple months ago, I didn't have a job, right? Just a couple months ago, I didn't have a six-pack. Just a couple months ago, I didn't have the confidence, but I started to put work into myself, and now my attributes are getting better and better. And before you know it, when it's all said and done, I'm going to be a level 99 player. When it's all said and done, I'm going to be a level 99 player. But I'm telling you guys the real ins and outs of what it takes to be an SDR manager, of what it takes to be a manager. A lot of pressure is on me. I'm the youngest manager or management on this team by about 10 years. After that, it's about 15 to 20 years. I have to stick up for my team. I have to voice my opinions. I have to stay true to my word. I have to lead by example. All eyes are on me. But I love it. I love it. I love this game. I love that I have tons of pressure, that if my team doesn't perform, it's on me. I love that. Pressure is a privilege. If you do not perform or over a couple months, you're out like that. But that's the beauty, because it brings the best out of you. It makes sure you're on your P's and Q's every single day, where there should be no day where you didn't get a little bit better. If you didn't get better that day, tomorrow, you better fucking push that much harder. Where I work at, where I work at is so fucking cutthroat, but that's the beauty in it. And I was talking to one of my reps today, and they were saying they were a little nervous. I was like, just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Just keep getting a little bit better, and the results will start to turn in your favor. But you have to want it. You have to be hungry for success. You have to be hungry to fucking put your head down and not care about anything else. You don't have to be obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'll be the obsessed person. But you have to want it more than anything else. When you come in here, you're thinking about, how can I get better? You're thinking about, how can I make more dials? You're thinking about, how can I book more demos? You're thinking about, how can I be more creative within my role to allow myself to be more successful than the other rep, right? You have to think outside the box. I tell my reps every single day, the reason why I was successful, the reason why I was able to outperform other reps was because I thought outside the box. Everyone was making dials. Everyone was making $100 a day. Everyone was talking in their script. No one was including text messages. No one was including Ishmael Valdez in group text. Hey, this is also Ishmael Valdez wanted to include our founder in this group thread just so you understand we're serious, or just understand that we're here to help you and want to hop on this demo call with us. When I was SDR, I didn't make the most dials, but I made sure I was the most creative. That allowed me to be more efficient and operate way better than anyone else, right? Being a manager has taught me a lot about dealing with a lot of people, a lot of different kinds of people. You have to kind of, in a sense, sometimes babysit, hear people's pains and problems on a day-to-day basis and help them, push that to the side and focus on the things that they can control, right? You're here at work, right? If you have personal problems, leave that at the door when you show up here to work, right? I know it's hard. I know it's stressful. I know there's a lot of anxiety on your plate, right? Life's fucking hard. Life's fucking hard. But you have to be willing to put your emotions to the side and work. Especially with women on my team, that's very hard. Women are emotional, right? And I try to best just hear them out, right? I try to be in this curious mindset and allow them to feel understood, because when they feel understood and feel like they're being heard, they're more likely to understand and hear where I'm coming from. I want the best for them. I just called one of my reps today. He just got sideswiped and was in a car accident, a hit and run, and the car took off. Made sure he's good. Made sure if there's anything I can do on my end to make sure you're good. If I need to pick you up, if I need to pay for your lunch, let me know. You have to be someone who cares so much about your team, because they're the ones who are going to help you, at the end of each month, right? They're going to help you make sure you look like they're helping you out as far as doing their job and making sure you look like the right manager, or you look like the right person in charge, or they're not doing their job and they're going to make you, have a bad light on you, right? So I'm so caring when it comes to my team. Every single day I'm texting them, hey, I'm available 25/8 for you guys. Hey, if you guys need anything, I'm here for you. I don't care if it's Monday at midnight. I don't care if it's Monday at 5 a.m. Call me, text me. I'm available for you guys. I'm here for you guys. I want to see you guys win because I've been in your situation, right? I incentivize them with my own money to make sure they're still feeling like they're being compensated correctly, which they are. There's a lot of money to be made here at Nuvei being an SDR. A lot of money. And I love that aspect, because that's what gets them hungry. At the end of the day, yes, we want to work for a successful and great company and a great leader, but you also want to be compensated right. And if there's a lot of ways for you to be incentivized and compensated, they're going to show up even more hungry than a place that's just, a great atmosphere. What we have here at Nuvei is special. First of all, our leader is a man that just wants more out of life, and I love that. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm here at Nuvei still, and why I wanted to join Nuvei initially. Because I did a little research when it came to Nuvei to understand who is this founder, who is Ishmael Valdez, and I saw his track record, I saw his mindset, I saw his demeanor, I saw his energy, and I was like, I want to be a successful entrepreneur. I want to leave a legacy here in this world when it's all said and done. And that is the man who has done it successfully numerous times. Why not learn from a leader who has a successful track record and idolize and learn from him the ins and outs of what it takes, to see how he treats his employees, to see how he goes about negativity, to see how he goes about when things are going his way, and still how he operates. Does he show up early? Does he leave late? Right? That's why I'm here, to learn from a leader who's already done it. I want success more than I want anything else. Nothing else quenches me. Nothing else satisfies me except following God, yes, of course, and my family. But everything else I push to the side. I want success. I want to become my best version, and I get to do that, and I get to chase those fucking dreams and results and metrics here at Nuvei. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm so passionate about staying here and making sure I'm my best self for them, right? It's I don't know, it's like this never ending chase. But that's the thrill in life, right? I look at myself and I'm so much different than a lot of people, right? A lot of people want to have the weekends off and chill and smoke and drink and just party, but I don't know, these past couple months, this past year, it's just like, doesn't satisfy me. What satisfies me is getting better every single day. What satisfies me is when no one else is here at work, I'm still putting in that work, right? But you just gotta want it more, right? You just gotta be obsessed. Like, I don't care what the metrics are, the statistics. Like, I'm willing to try and give it my best if I believe that I can do it. And I believe I am the best person for this role. I believe that I can lead one of the most successful SDR teams in the country. I believe that God is going to put me in obstacles and make life hit me and maybe even throw me down in the ground numerous times, and I'm ready for it. You know, I'm ready for everything that comes with this opportunity because I put the work in. And I'm not scared to fail. I'm not scared to look like a weirdo. I'm not scared to put myself out there. I'm not scared to share my core values and what makes me me, because I know who I am at the end of the day. I know the work I put in on a consistent daily basis, and I don't run from any pains. I don't run from any fears, because I've been able to tackle a lot of my biggest weaknesses and fears and pains this last year. Right? I find you have to understand who you are inside and out in order to tell people how they can live their life and how they can better their life and how you can lead by example, right? Because if you don't even know yourself inside and out, what makes you think you can tell people what to do? What makes you think you can tell people how to act and how to be and how to behave when you don't even know yourself inside and out? I have so much conviction when it comes to being a leader nowadays, because I remember when I wasn't a leader. I remember when I was a follower, when I didn't even have enough confidence to even stay true to my own word, to back myself up. Growing up, if everyone said, oh, we're gonna go right, or we're gonna make this decision, I would follow that. I didn't have the self-assurance, the confidence to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go against the crowd. It wasn't until I started to put action into myself to truly understand who the real version of Brandon Wilson is, when I started to learn, hold on, I don't have to follow the crowd. Hold on, I can be a man who is a black sheep, who is different, who wants a better life and is willing to put in the work. I don't have to follow the crowd. I don't have to be average. Ever since a young kid, I wanted more for myself, because I remember being overlooked. I remember being told you can't do certain things. I remember being told you're too small. You have a speech impediment. If anyone can do it, what makes you think you can do it? I remember those feelings. And that's what fuels me to get better every single day. That's what fuels me not to fucking sleep in. That's what fuels me to, even when I want to give up, to continue to keep pushing. That's why I'm so fucking driven inside. That's why I have this fire inside me that's indistinguishable, right? That I'm fucking just driven with purpose, with a sense of fucking urgency. I want it. And I'm not going to stop until I get there. And that's why I feel like I'm such a great leader, and that's why I feel like I can lead people, because they can see this conviction, they can see this passion, they can see this energy, they can see this self-belief, right? I have so much conviction in myself because I put myself through so much hardship. I don't give a fuck if the world doesn't believe in me. I don't give a fuck if my parents say this and that. I don't give a fuck what my friends say. If I have the reassurance that I'm going to get there one day, then I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to prove everybody wrong along this journey. I'm willing to go against the grain. I'm willing to sacrifice so many things because I know what it takes. I'm not a dumb person. I understand the cues, right? I understand what it takes. I'm 26 years old. All I care about is work, right? Nobody can tell me I'm doing a wrong thing because I know what I'm doing right. I go to church twice a week. I give back. I work out almost every single day. I'm a leader. I lead by example. I don't really drink. I never smoke anymore. I hang out with people who are uplifting others and are wanting the most out of life. I know what it takes, and I'm willing to fucking put the work in. So looking at my journey, just being a manager, I wanted even more. Like, a manager, it's a lot of responsibility, but I want even more. I want the pressure of everyone relying on me. I want all eyes on me when I have to make the decision that's either going to go right for the company or wrong. I want that pressure. I want that pressure. I want all the pressure. When things are going bad, people come to me. I want that pressure. Because it's going to build and mold me, right? There's this saying, it's like the true indication of how successful you're going to be is how much stress you can handle. And I want all the stress. I want all the discomfort. I want all the pain. I want to really test myself and see how far I can go. Last year, I tested myself the most I've ever tested myself mentally, physically, spiritually, in every aspect of my life. I told myself I'm going to run a marathon with no sort of training, and I did it in a 48-hour span. Someone told me I couldn't run a marathon, and I wanted to prove them wrong, and it irked this fucking just fuel of energy to get it done. And it was probably the hardest it was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to put myself through. I ran a marathon from I ran a marathon from the Great Park in Irvine all the way to Balboa Island. That's about 13.6 miles. And then I ran all the way back. I only stopped once to go to the bathroom and to get a Powerade and a bar. The last 13 miles was the hardest thing I've ever put myself and my body through. I wanted to stop running. I wanted to give up. I wanted to quit. But my mind told me, if you quit, everybody's right about you, that you can't be successful, that you can't do it. I told myself, if I'm willing to take one more step, then I can keep going. And that's what I told myself. Fucking B, make it happen. Let's go, B. One more step, keep going. If you stop right now, they're all right about you. That was fucking fueling my mindset. That was fueling me to keep going. And I was able to accomplish a marathon, 26.6 miles with no sort of training. Just a whole lot of fucking willpower, self-belief, and fucking hunger to make it happen. It's no, maybe you might be looking at this video and be like, damn, B, like, can you even have some fun? You're so cutthroat, you're so passionate about like pain and discomfort, like, relax. Right? And I get it, I hear you guys, like, but it's just, my fun is like, this is the fun. The work is the fun. The hardships are the fun. Getting thrown down and failure and obstacles are the fun, because life is all about experiences. And the more experiences that you go through, the more you learn about yourself. The more that you understand how capable you are to achieve certain things, right? Like, when I go out, when I party, like, it's cool and whatnot, but I get tired. I think about it, and this is the crazy thing. I went out to a club maybe 2 months ago. I had a girl drag me out. She's like, let's just go. Why not? Like, you never go out. So I was like, all right, I'll go out, right? Had a drink, whatnot. But that whole time I was in the club, I was looking around. Everyone was having fun, dancing, drunk, whatever, feeling the vibe. And the whole time I was in that club, I was thinking, what would that better version of Brandon Wilson be doing right now? Would I be working out? Would I be running? Would I be making content? Would I be watching a podcast about sales? Right? That's those are most of the thoughts that run through my mind. That better version of myself. What would I be doing? Right? Does that better version of myself make 100K in a month? What is he doing? What is his internal dialogue? What does his actions on a day-to-day basis look like? Right? So I'm just always thinking about like how I can get better. I'm just always thinking about, I'm not where I want to be at right now. Why would I go out, and what do I have to celebrate? I haven't achieved anything that's worth going out and partying for. Yes, I've accomplished great things. Yes, I have. Yes, I'm in a great position, and most people are like, heck yeah, like I made it. No, I haven't made shit. I haven't retired my parents. I haven't made $1 million. I haven't had the freedom to go travel on the whim of a dime. I haven't done that. Why am I going out to a party? Why am I wasting my time on people who are only going to devalue me and hinder me from getting to a successful point in my life? Right? What do I have to do? Why would I go out and waste time and energy? I have to use every single second of the day to maximize my energy, my efforts. Right? We're only so young for so long. I'm 26 years old right now, and the biggest regret I would have is if I wasted my 20s. If I wasted my 20s chasing the girls, chasing the fun, getting drunk, partying, living it up, right? That's all fun and whatnot. But I would hate myself. It would kill me to understand I wasted so much time when I could have put that time, that effort, this sense of fucking, this energy that you only have for so long being in your early 20s, and applied it into, built the foundation in my early life. Right? I hear so many stories about older men, my dad even, and people that I've came across. Use your 20s to build and to lay the foundation, so when you get to your 30s or 40s and even your 50s, your life is set. You can retire if you'd like. So that's why I'm so gung-ho right now about success, about putting in the work, about sacrificing, about just go, go, go. Like, there is no chill button for me. There is no relaxation. Like, I have to find a way because I want to leverage this time, these only short period of time in my life where I have this indesirable sense of energy, this sense of urgency, this sense of get it and go, having no overhead, on top of me to go and fucking lay the foundation in my early 20s. I hear so many stories, so many older men who are not successful. And even men who are successful to a degree, they always say, don't chase the girls. Don't chase the partying. Chase success. Chase your dreams right now. The earlier you start, the sooner you're going to get to those results if you never give up. The sooner life will, the better experiences you will get out of life. You'll never lose girls chasing your dreams. You'll never lose the girls chasing your dreams. You'll lose yourself in the process. You'll lose a bunch of money chasing the girls. So that's why I'm so gun-ho right now. And that's why I'm like so motivated. Like, again, nothing else quenches me except my family. So I guess only my family and God. But I just wanted to open up to you guys and just be real with you guys. Like, that's just what my mindset is right now, and that's just where I'm at in life. And being a manager allows me to push myself even more. Being in this opportunity allows me to push myself even more and more is required out of me, and that's why I want to push even harder than I've ever pushed before. I want to sleep less. I want to sacrifice more. I want to work more. I want to put myself in uncomfortable situations even more. I want to figure out how far I can really take this. How far can Brandon Wilson really go? Because I know I can go fucking far. I know what I'm capable of doing. I know what I can achieve, but it's just going to take some time, some sacrifice, some willpower, some perseverance, and keep fucking going. But I'll tell you guys one thing. I'm going to make it fucking happen when it's all said and done. And if you guys don't believe me, watch. If you guys don't believe me, watch. If you're watching Netflix right now, if you want to be entertained, watch me build my life. Watch me build myself into this undeniable figure. Every single day I'm going to show up for myself. Every single day I'm going to put the work in. Every single day I'm going to have the self-assurance I'm going to make it happen. So if you need something entertaining to watch, tune into this. Tune in to watch me change and fucking make everything I desire to get and obtain. Watch me hit it. Watch me make it happen. Man, when I talk like this, I'm just fucking thrilled, man. I'm about to go on a workout right now. I'm about to go push myself today. It's Saturday. I'm excited for the day. I'm excited to see what's to come. And you just got to go and get it, man. There's no excuses that you can make, right? We look at people who get things done. They don't make excuses and they move with a sense of urgency. And that's really what I'm trying to adopt. I don't make excuses. I don't point and blame. But I'm trying to move with this sense of urgency and be more efficient on a day-to-day basis. How Elon Musk puts it, he was like, I was so successful because most people put these time limits on themselves. Like, oh, I need a week to do this project. He would finish it in 2 days, 48 hours. No, you don't have a week to finish this project. You have 48 hours. Get it done. Find a way. I don't care. Right? So I'm just trying to put that pressure on myself too. Like, stop putting time restraints on yourself. Like, you need this much time. No, figure it out. Should take 5 hours instead of 36 hours, right? But I'm just trying to learn, man. I'm just trying to learn. I'm just trying to better myself. I'm just trying to understand myself even more. I'm just trying to get all the experience I can because I'm 26 years old and I'm ecstatic about the future because I have to do everything as a manager, right? I have to get results. I have to hit certain metrics. I have to communicate this vision and keep people motivated and want to come in to work. I have to make sure I'm all good internally and not think about myself, but think about the team, right? I have to put the team before I put myself first in most case scenarios, right? But the experiences, the things I'm going to learn, like, it's just going to help me become a better person. So that's why I'm so ecstatic about the future. Like, I'm taking every single day in and like, wow, look where I'm at. Look at the hard work and persistence and willpower has gotten me. But we're only starting. We're only fucking started, and I just can't wait. So that's the real, that's a real talk for y'all. A real talk for y'all and just how I'm feeling, my mindset, where I'm at. And I'm going to continue to update you guys and just continue to showcase my life, the day in the life. So when I do make it, you're going to look back at this video and be like, that motherfucker spoke it into an existence. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. As always, just keep fucking pushing. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.